has changed, but something I do need to let you know is that sadly we've had to increase that post and packing per item. So it's gone up to $12.95, unfortunately. But good news, Freedom membership has remained the same at $19.99. What that means is you can place an order as often as you like during that calendar month. You could even place an order every single day, and there's no minimum and no maximum to those orders either. So it gives you the opportunity to take advantage of all those fabulous deals, those wonderful opportunities that we bring you here at Hochanda, now shipping again to you out in America. So take advantage of that. Make sure you become a Freedom member though. Take advantage of that saving.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hello, I'm Hayley, and you might have seen me presenting here at Hochanda. Well, I've always been an avid crafter behind the scenes and have been given the opportunity to share some of my favourite products with you in a monthly show called Handmade by Hayley. So I hope you'll join me, let me inspire you, and maybe you will discover a new craft in the process.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week using the Hochanda app on your Amazon Fire Stick for free? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Amazon Fire Stick accesses the Amazon App Store to add new applications. By downloading the Hochanda app, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Simply turn on your TV and connect your Amazon Fire Stick. If this is your first time using the device, follow the on-screen instructions to connect to the internet and log into your Amazon account. Once set up, you'll need to open the search bar. To do so, simply use your remote circular directional dial to scroll to the search icon and select it. Now simply type Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. All you need to do now is select download, and remember, it's free. Once this is added to your Fire Stick, you can move the app for easy access. Press and hold your home button on any app and then select apps from the menu that appears. Scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the button with the 3 horizontal lines on your remote and select Move to Front. And that's it! You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm Emma.
And I'm Pam.
And we're from Quilters Trading Post. We've been open since 2007, so we're coming up to 10 years now.
We started our business in Cambridge, really, with a long arm quilting machine. We decided we want to make a proper business of it, so we bought a shop in this area. We soon grew out of that because we became successful, and we bought a school, and now we're in the school.
We have 4 parts to our business. We have the quilting service, we run workshops, we sell patchwork and quilting threads, fabrics and notions, and we do patterns and books. That's our newest thing, and our favourite being our Crafters Carry-All.
We've really enjoyed being on Hochanda. It's made us famous, really. We've got lots of people who now come into the shop and tell us that they've seen us and that they've enjoyed the demonstrations and they've watched us over and over again.
Make sure you don't miss our shows here on Hochanda.
Well, hello very good morning to you. How are you? Happy Saturday. My name is Rachel. Lovely to have your company as always. I hope that you're going to have a fantastic weekend and spend most of it with us. We will allow you to have breaks, lunch, coffee, tea and the toilet break as well. But in between, we've got some fantastic shows for you coming up this weekend, including this one, Graphic 45. Do you know, I absolutely love Graphic 45 because the quality of their papers is absolutely outstanding. I never know how they manage to do their papers and their packs and things for the price, because when you look at the amount of detail in these fantastic collections that we have for you, it is just tremendous, and you just think, wow, to get designers to do that much work and that much detail for these prices is amazing. Now on here today on this show we've got lots of choice for you because we have got all sorts of options. You can buy just sort of half the kit or the entire kit. When I say half the kit, it's not like half the kit. It's a mini kit and a mini kit or a complete collection. I'm going to say the word stickers to you because I'm going to try and break it down for you. Stickers, they don't come with complete collections, but they come with the individual collections. That's all I'm saying for the moment, because this morning when I got here and we were talking about stickers, I was like, what? But that's the easy way to think about it. When you buy the complete collection, you don't get the stickers, but when you buy the mini collections, you do. So I'll leave it there for the second, just to let that sink in. And then we'll go through the entire collection. Before we do, it's so nice to have a lovely guest in the studio. She's way over there in the corner. This is not 2 meters distance. This is about 25 meters distance. Tina!
Hi!
They really are separating us, aren't they? I mean, have we got the overhead
really
shot, Julie,
is.
so we can just see how far apart we are? Because this is, we don't. You just have to take our word for it. It's you're a long way.
You're a dot.
I am. Are you looking forward to working with Graphic 45?
Oh
Tina?
yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait.
It's fantastic collections that we've got today, isn't it? Oh, there we go. There you are, Tina. Look, wave. There you are. Right, we'll come to you in a second, my love, so you can do some lovely demonstrating. Perfect. Okay, should we break it down then and talk about those stickers again? Right. So basically, let's look at this collection first of all. Now we have got a wonderful variety here of papers and all sorts of bits and pieces to go with your papers so that you can create whatever it is you want to create, whether that is scrapbooking, whether that is your card making, whether that is a piece of art. That's the great thing about Graphic 45. They give you lots of lovely little bits and pieces, so you've got lots of options. This is your paper, and isn't this just beautiful? This is what I love about Graphic 45 as well, is how, you know, they come up with these themes. I mean, this is gorgeous. Dream. And you've got all these beautiful, beautiful blues and these lovely mermaid creatures. Also as well, being Graphic 45, double-sided, which is fantastic, even more value. Now look at this. This reminds me of, you know, when you go for a tarot reading. Yes. The Prince of Cups, or whatever it is. But that reminds me of sort of tarot cards. There's a lovely, lovely feel to that. But as you can see, it is mystical, magical, fantastical, if that's a word. Let's have a look at the back there. Lovely how they come up with the colours as well. It is now, I've christened it, fantastical. And then on this one, you can see you've got this floaty feeling, dreams, slumber. See, that's what a lot of our crew want to do at the moment, go into a slumber because they've been doing early mornings all week. They're exhausted, poor loves. Dreams on the back there as well. I had some weird dreams last night. I don't know what that means. I think I heard something on the radio the other day about when you have a weird dream, what it means. But anyway, that one lovely. You see, I love this with the sunflowers just peeping through. One of our favourite flowers, I think, the sunflower in this country. And that's just really nice there to brighten it all up. And on the back, look at that. A beautiful sunflower paper. So that's that one. And then this one, of course, you could use it as strips. You could cut it, I mean, down here, look. I mean, look at the options. In terms of value for money on these papers, look at all these lovely little squares that you could be using and cutting up. And then a beautiful bright orange. And then, oh no, we're not back to the beginning. Look, there's loads. 16 sheets in total and 8 designs, 2 of each. So there you are. Look at that. I mean, that as just one big page is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we like that. Starry, starry night. There. Yeah, lovely. So there you go, back to the beginning. Oh, and I've just thrown one away. So those are your papers. However, you have got more in there as well because you have got stickers. Now, we're talking about these stickers. Sorry, those are your little boards. Where are the stickers? Are they just the ones behind me? Yes, here we are, look. So these are your little boards that you pop out, of course. And the stickers are on this one. Yep, in my hand. So you get stickers as well. Is it? Where are the stickers? These. No, those. I couldn't see because I was looking in the camera and without feeling, yes, there you are. Yeah, because I was expecting them to be in plastic. Yeah, there you are. So those are indeed stickers. And then you've got your little chipboards. But you can see how it all works beautifully together. Just gorgeous. Coordination. And you can put all these little bits and pieces if you're scrapbooking. I mean, look, fantastic. You could actually put a member of your family in there and then put a little frame around them as well. So for scrapbooks, Graphic 45 are second to none. So absolutely brilliant. So you've got all that. Now you've got a saving on this collection. £12, so that's nice, isn't it? If you want to get hold of this by itself, it is 555 and as you can see there, should be nearly £40, but it's 25.97 today, and you can buy it right now on the website hochanda.com, or pick up the phone and give us a call. Now it's going to be dispatched for you from the 2nd of July, which is not too far away, and then you'll be able to get it home and play to your heart's content. So that is that. Now let's have a look at the next mini set for you. Now, you have got an 8x8 paper pad in this one, and also a 12x12 as well, which is here. And I shall have a little pick and flick. Let's have a look at this one. You are all going for the complete, by the way, apparently. Not surprised. Right, so here you are. Beautiful colours again, and lovely, lovely patterns. Stunning. If we get a close-up in there. Look at that. Look at that detail. Just oops, sorry, I went past it. Oh, sorry. But just extraordinary. Oh, there we go. Let's look at that one. Yeah, look at that. Just the illustrations and the words. It just really is taking you off into a different place, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So you get the idea from that. Oh, that's nice. Love that. Happy thoughts. Yeah, love that with the blues. Fabulous. There you go. Gorgeous. So that is your 12x12. And then you have got your, oh, it's the plastic thing. I haven't been to plastic stand school. Can't quite work them out. And then if you have a look at your 8x8, there we are. And it is the same from the first one, but you can see just in a smaller version. Yeah, very, very nice. So that is your little 8x8. And then you're getting your ephemera. And you're also getting all your postcards as well. Look at these. These are fabulous. And they really are like sort of vintage postcards. So that's that. And then on the back, you can see there. So those are absolutely beautiful. So that collection is 787,259, and it's £30.96 instead of nearly £43. So a lovely saving there. But here's where it gets even better. Because if you want to buy that, and you want to buy that, and you put it together, and you add the savings, and you add the savings, and then you add a further saving, guess what? The price is coming down even more. £47.94. And there's a piece on the floor there behind me. I will pick up in a second. 191514 is your item number if you want to buy the entire collection there. And it's £23.97, your first of 2 interest-free flexible payments as well. Let me show you a couple of samples, give you an idea of the sort of things that you could be making. There is that lovely piece there. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So that's something that you could be doing, a bit of a home decor. If you wanted to make perhaps a photo album, or something like that, you could use a little or a journal, yes, so you could use it like that. But look at this. So that is just like a lovely little picture book, little pocket in there. It's like a storybook. So that is that look. And then you can fill those pages. Pages still to be filled. A bit like life, really. A bit like life. And then, really going to town now on that. Isn't that lovely? So you could be making a piece of home decor as well. And I do think this collection does lend itself to this sort of thing, because it is very whimsical and magical, and I do think it works beautifully with that sort of thing. So there you are. Those are some ideas. So this is your complete, and the item number is 191514. Perfect. There it all is. Absolutely beautiful. £23.97 is what you'll pay your first of 2 interest-free flexible payments if you would like to get hold of that today. Okay, shall we move on to our next ones, because we've actually got 2 mini collections again for you. And remember the thing about the stickers. So you only get the stickers with the complete collection. No, without the... You see, it confusing ones. And no, why didn't they just put them in? Ignore the stickers for the moment. Let's have a look at this first collection here then. So we have once again got your paper pads, and then you have got your stickers, and then you have got your little pieces that pop out. They're the wrong way around. That's the ones that pop out. These are your stickers. Honestly, the packaging from the back all looks the same. Now, this one is fantastic because it's about journeys. And one of my favourite Graphic 45 collections actually was based on American travels. And I saw it once and it was just wonderful. All these things are talking about travelling across America. This, of course, is a bit more far-reaching with their travel. Let's have a look at what we've got here then. So this is all about exploring, getting lost, letting the adventure begin. So this is a great scrapbook, I think, page in terms of, you know, being able to talk about your holidays and your journeys. But you've got bicycles and trains on there, planes, wonderful. And then, of course, on the back, yeah, lovely colours. And, you know, it's not just a plain pattern, that is it? I mean, that's as much of a feature as the first page that we just showed you there. So that's beautiful. There is a lovely vintage feel, isn't there, to these? And I love it how they give you these bits to just cut up as well. So it's almost like you've got lots more of ephemera going on here. You can just cut into it and use it. And also the strips as well. I mean, you can use every single bit of your paper here. Lovely stripe. I'd like that as a carpet on my hallway, got to tell you. Nice, stripy. And then we've got this one, look. These chaps there. Imagine that people used to dress like this. You think about where we've come. Everybody used to be so smart, didn't they? All the ladies with their hats. There, the dogs are having a wonderful time. Flying across there on walkies. Shouldn't say that too loud in case there's any dogs out there at the moment. Watching TV, exactly. Walkies! Oh, I've done it. Oh, now there's going to be dogs yapping now across the nation. Take me out. Letters and numbers. Enjoy the journey, ride, explore. Beautiful. Absolutely. And I love the colours. Love the colourways. Look at that. It's fantastic. 16 sheets of this, 8 designs, 2 of each. Yes, our director just said it's a bit like a comic book. I can see what he's saying. Yeah, colours there is a feel of. There we are, penny farthings. I just couldn't even try that. I could not even. That's beautiful, isn't it? Really sort of taking you back to that fantastic era, kind of 20s, when, of course, all adventures were beginning. And that's it. We're back to the beginning. So there you are. That is your paper pad. So paper pad, stickers, ephemera to match, all of that coming in today for £25.97. That is 268374 as an item number if you would like to get hold of that collection. Should we move on to another collection? Because don't forget, we're going to put the 2 together in a second and give you savings. But if you want to just buy this one, well, once again, you have got your large pad, your 12x12s. You've got your 8x8s. You have got little postcards in there as well. And dare I say it, are there stickers? Yes. Those stickers are confusing me. So if you look at the 8x8, of course, it's exactly the same as what I just showed you there. So there's your little 8x8 version of it. And this is why a lot of people go for the complete collections, to be honest, because they get the 12x12 and the 8x8. So you can really kind of multi-layer up, can't you? And maybe just footer cutting and things like that. And then if we show you the big pad of this one, continuing the theme, you have got your planes and cycles. That's interesting, like a sort of, yeah, it's almost like a newspaper print, isn't it, really? Got that. We love the blue. There we are. Gorgeous. Look at that. Stunning. So that is that. So that little collection there is 265882 as an item number, and that is £30.96 there. But the whole collection, minus the stickers, is, why didn't you put them in? 012846 is your item number if you want to buy everything minus the stickers for £47.94. That's also on flexible payments as well today. £23.97 today is your first of 2 interest-free flexible payments. 012846. And we can have a look at some samples. Yeah, there's a really big box. I was looking going, where are the samples? How could I possibly miss that one? How could you miss that? Look at that. That is amazing. Yeah, that's beautiful, isn't it? Really, really lovely. And then on the top, just incredible. So you could be doing something like that if you want to. Perfect. Perfect. So that's that. But then if you want to do something simpler, like something you might hang over your door or send to someone or put with a package or a present, you could do something like that. Or if you wanted to make, bookmark, if you wanted to make a lovely journal, do something like this. So, you know, there's a lot of fun, all these little things to stick on. That's what I love about Graphic 45, is it's just so creative. And you could just use all these bits and pieces. So there you are. Fabulous. So that collection then is on the screen. 012846, £23.97, 2 flexible payments. Lovely. And that is for everything. So all dispatched on the 2nd of July there. Now we've also got this for you, but I will tell you hardly any of this. This is your monthly collection. Now remember, if you want to use the monthly collection for Hochanda, for Graphic 45, it's £49.99, and what we do is we send you out the kit, and then you also get access to a video tutorial where it teaches you how to use the kit. Now the videos stay up there, but the collections are withdrawn every month, and this one is actually been removed on the 22nd of June. So it's 2 days' time. So 22nd of June, 2 days' time, it will be going. But the video will still be there online, so you'll be able to watch that video and craft along with this kit when you get it home. But we haven't got many of this one. So this is a 467894, £25 a day, £25 in a month's time. And it's beautiful in the blues there, if you want to get hold of it. And it will be dispatched to you on the 2nd of July, by the way. But don't worry, that video content's still there for you to watch online. So that is that. Now, luckily, as I say, we have got a lovely guest in the studio, Ms. Tina. She's going to be putting Graphic 45 through its paces. So off you go, Tina. Take it away.
Right, okay. So I thought I'd start with the absolutely beautiful Dreamland. I love the tones in this, it's absolutely fantastic. And we've got one of the boxes, which is one of what we call our staples. Now you can use the box for anything. It can be a keepsake box, or it can be to put like a little album in or anything like that. So I'm going to start off in the middle, but first of all I'll show you that I've decorated part of it already and around the edges. So I'm going to decorate the inside first, so using gel medium, and give a nice thin layer. You don't need too much gel medium for sticking paper, because it's a mixed media glue, but because it sticks to everything, I tend to use it for all of my crafting. Okay, so a nice thin layer on the inside of the box. And then start popping these beautiful papers in. I think the tones of these are absolutely beautiful, and they're not too girly actually either. And the image I'm going to use is a girly one, but then they are very, very generic. Okay, so let's pop those in. So I thought with this one, what I'd do is build up like a little scene in the centre, so it'd be a lovely little gift for somebody. Okay, I think my nieces would absolutely love this. Okay, so I've got some lovely little toppers here which I cut from one of the sheets, and I'm going to use some of the foam pads to build them up a little bit. So we're going to have some that are flat, so I'm going to have that bigger one there as a flat item. So let's pop that there. And then I want to start to build up the depth a little bit. So taking one of the other pieces and popping a foam pad on there. Okay, then I'm going to start to make some little patterns in the bottom here. And I'm going to pop this other bigger one towards the bottom. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 layers of the foam pads on this one. So again, we're building up a little bit further as well. And I don't mind that I'm overlapping ones that I've done before, because that's going to add to the composition. And then I've got a lovely little sentiment here. So I'm going to build that up with a couple of the foam pads as well. Now you could do this if you're using like a 3D gel. So you don't have to use foam pads if you don't want to. With the 3D gel, what you would be able to do is to change the depth. If you thought something was too high or too low, then you can add more gel, or you can press it down a little bit. So that's the benefits of using that. Okay, so then I think we'll just go for this other little one here, and I'm going to go back to 1 pad and pop that just there. Okay, and then this one I'm going to keep flat, add a little bit of my gel medium on, and then I'm going to put that here, just so that this side is brought in as well. Okay, so there we go. So that's the inside, so that's looking good. We then go to the front, and the reason I've left the front to the last is because I want to put something quite heavy on, and it won't have enough time to dry, so I'm going to use the embellishment towards the end so that it doesn't drop off, hopefully. Okay, so let's pop my papers on. So this one's out of the patterns and the solids, and then I've got this beautiful postcard, which is one of your ephemera cards, and that is going to be there just slightly off center. It's going to go a little bit higher. Okay, now I'm going to keep this flat because I want to put the other heavier embellishment on. Okay, so let's just get that straight. Okay, and then this is one of the Graphic 45 gorgeous little lion heads. Makes a beautiful, beautiful handle. So that I'm going to use some gel medium. It does come with a little screw, so you could pop a hole through and make it a little bit more secure as far as you know, screwing the back in. So let's pop that there on the side. I love using these on these boxes. It just makes them look so much more expensive. Okay, so then I've got a few embellishments to pop onto the top as well. Now the flowers I've made using the paper. So I've taken a circle of paper, and then I've done a little spiral in it, and then I've wound them round and then stuck them onto the bottom. I do know there are dies out there that do that as well, so if you've got those, that would be ideal. So popping a little bit of a pad on the back, just to give it a little bit of height. I'm going to pop that just there, and then I'm going to bring in my other embellishments. So just a little bit of gel medium on here, Bring that to the side. And then these are from the little die cuts pack, and they have got different colours each side, so you can choose which one's going to stand out more for you when you're doing your composition. Okay, I'm taking my little flowers, just going to pop a few of those on here. I love making the flowers from the actual paper pad because it just complements it so well. You know it's going to match. So if you're a little bit unsure of your colours, then start off by doing that until you get a little bit more used to where everything's going to go. And I'm going to pop another little rose up the top there on top of that other flower. And then I've got this little sunflower embellishment, which I thought would match in with the main picture. So I'm going to pop that just down here. Just wiping a little bit of the gel medium off. And then just taking a smaller brush. And these are sticky, but I do like to keep them there permanently. So I use a little bit of gel medium underneath. So I'm just going to take 3 spots there. And then I'm going to have a couple of spots there. So let's pick these off. That's it. Oops. Stick to the gel. There we go. And I like grouping them in odd numbers as well. It just flows better and it's just more appealing to the eye. So here I am only going to have 2 because I've got this here. Okay, so there we have it. So it's a lovely little gift box with a nice little surprise in here. You could pop in perhaps a birthday card with some money in or a voucher. But there we go.
Lovely, thank you, Tina. Do you know when you were just saying there you could pop some money in there, I was looking and thinking, oh, you could pop a lot of money in there, couldn't you, Tina? I mean, that's a big box. That's at least £5,000 in that box, I think. Thank you, Tina. Well, that's what I get for my birthdays, right? Yeah, it's regular. Isn't that what
I have
everybody
that
gets?
for my birthday, if you like.
A box with £5 in it. And that's just from a next door neighbour. Never mind my family. Anyway, thank you so much, Tina. Do you know, that's really beautiful, isn't it? This is what I love about Graphic 45, is that you can just do whatever you want to do. So whether you want to create a lovely box like that, perfect. A label, a bookmark, scrapbooking. It's the patterns, it's the colour, it's the kind of little bits and pieces that allow you to just let your creativity just go absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's a lovely sort of story that goes through the books, and I think that you can really put that into whatever you are making. So that's why I like Graphic 45, and a lot of you are liking Graphic 45, so much so that just about all of you are going for the complete collections. By the way, that looks like a very small saving, doesn't it, on there? It's not. Let me just explain. It's actually £28, £28 is the saving. Because you've got £12 on the first set, £12 on the second set, then the £4. So we're showing you £4, but it's not. You've got £12, £12 and £4. That is 20. I sound like a market trader then. £4, £5, 20, £24. So that is your big saving. So it's very good. 191514 is your item number if you want to get the entire collection there. £23.97, your first of 2 interest-free flexible payments as well. So I think that is very good value when you are looking at what you're getting here, because you're getting a lot of paper, you're getting those lovely little ephemera bits that will all pop out for you there, and you are getting those stickers as well. So it's a lovely, lovely collection, beautifully designed, really magical and mystical. It's going to take you off on a lovely sort of magical journey as you're creating with it. It's going to put a smile on your face as you're working with it because of the colours, because of the imagery. It's absolutely beautiful. So 191514, your item number. You get your 12 by 12 pads, you get your 8 by 8 pad, and you get your chipboard and your ephemera there. So really very beautiful indeed. Should we have a little pick and flick again? Because it's just too lovely. And I did pick up the piece off the floor. You were pleased to know. Right. So there we are. We've got these beautiful little characters, these mermaids. Wouldn't it be lovely if mermaids really existed? They might do. You never know. We don't know what's going on underneath that sea, do we? Yeah, and merbabies. Merbabies. There's going to be a lot of babies, I think, in the next 9 months. I can't imagine why. Oh, turn that one round. There we are, look. So we're saying this is like those tarot cards. Beautiful. Really, really lovely. Love the stories. Because all these are like little characters, aren't they? Yeah, like nursery rhymes. You know, and that's the thing as well. I do think this is sort of non-age specific. Because if you were sending this to a little child, I think they'd like it. If you're sending it to a grandma, she'd like it. So I think that you could send this to anybody as a gift or as a card. Really lovely. Love the colourways. That sort of burnt orange there. Love the word dreams. We all have dreams, don't we? Gorgeous. And those bright popping sunflowers there as well. Then the fact that they give you, like I say, the strips to use. Nothing is wasted. Little squares down the bottom as well. You could use every single one of those. You know, cut them out. They're like postage stamps, aren't they? Yeah, the colours are absolutely beautiful. Like that blues and that sort of popping mustard colour there. Just lovely. That's gorgeous as well, isn't it? It's like a beautiful sort of meadow that you could walk through. Lovely. And that is a kind of centerpiece. I mean, that would go on the top of a box easily, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, you could just put it into a frame. It's lovely. That's that. Starry sky. Lovely. And then we're back to the beginning with the lovely mermaids. So that is your lovely little pad. The little pad here is just the same, but it's just smaller. So you could see how you could just use that to layer up what we've already seen there. But yeah, really very, very beautiful. And you've got your lovely patterns on both sides. And then you have got your blocks that you will pop out, little pieces, the ephemera, and you also have your little postcards down here as well, which are very sweet. Lovely. Okay, so that one is 191514 as an item number. It is 23.97, your first of 2 interest-free flexible payments. So that is your complete collection there. You're getting everything there. Let's move on to the next one now. We're just talking about complete collections now because most of you are just going for the completes. So this one is Life is a Journey. And in this one, you are going to get your 12 by 12. You're also going to get your 8 by 8. You are going to get your stickers. No, you're not. Are you? No, you're not. Those stickers, they're the bane of my life. You don't get the stickers, but you do get the ephemera and you do get your postcards as well. So basically everything there, everything there. There's no stickers on there. So that is what you're getting for this today. Let's have a little flick through this pad to see the journey that we're going to go on with Graphic 45. Fantastic men with their flying machines. So we've got bikes on there. We've got lovely tiger moth style planes. Isn't it funny how when we get older, our feelings and thoughts change? One thing I always wanted to do was wing walking. I always wanted to go on top of a plane and wing walk. Now I can't think of anything worse. I'd be terrified. There you are. Keep moving forward. That's what we all have to do. Lovely bicycles. Gorgeous. Lovely colours again on the back. You've got patterns, words. Gorgeous. There we are. So that is that. And then you've got your little paper pad as well. And this is a copy of the larger one. Yeah. So you're getting 2 12 by 12s, 1 8 by 8. You get your chipboard and ephemera. Remember the saving, £12 on the first collection, £12 on the second collection, £4 on top. So that is actually £28 saving on this entire collection that we're looking at right now. And £23.97, your first of 2 interest-free flexible payments. 012846 is your item number if you would like to get hold of that. Again, dispatched to you on the 2nd of July. Now, this is a lovely thing that Graphic Force do. Every month they give you the opportunity to have a rolling subscription of a club, and it can end after a month. You don't have to be in it for a year. And in that club, they send you out a kit. This is the kit at the moment, and you also get a video tutorial then on how to use the kit. Now, the videos stay online, so this kit is actually being taken down because it's been up for a month in the next couple of days on the 22nd of June. But you will, of course, be able to access the video content. But it's a lovely kit. I mean, look at this. Oh, the days at the seaside. Hopefully we will be able to all go to the seaside in the coming weeks. But this is absolutely gorgeous, and as I say, there will be a tutorial on how to use it, but I don't think you need a tutorial. I think you can just go for it. And I've got to show you some of these samples because they are absolutely extraordinary. Imagine this in your bathroom, on your bathroom wall, or your downstairs toilet if you've got one, or wherever it is. I mean, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Isn't that lovely? I'm going to hide behind it. It's too much of a close-up, that, for me, first thing on the morning. But I love that with those glossy accents as well. They do. They look like they're in the sea, don't they? So that is beautiful. Let's have a look at this box as well. Look at this. Ah. I mean, that's just splendid. I mean, yeah, little shells. So you could go down to the beach, couldn't you? And you could find some little shells and things and then just put those on with these papers. Mix it all in together. And then we have another one for you as well. Look at this. It's amazing. Right, hang on. Look. Yes! So, and that you could put, if you wanted to make it work, you could, you know, fashion this with a little battery at the back and make it actually work as a clock. So I think this is an absolutely fantastic collection. If that's all too crazy for you and you want to just literally make something like that, then you could. So you can go as fancy or as plain, well, not plain, but as simple as you want to. So that's the sort of thing you can make with this collection. 467894 is your item number. £25 today, £25 in a month's time, if you would like to get hold of that. We don't have much of that left, though. And as I say, the video content is going to be online for you to watch it. But this collection is be withdrawn from that club in the next couple of days because it's been on a month and it's time to make way for something else. 467894 is your item number. It's probably going to sell out before that taking down of the collection there. So do have a look at that, but I think that's a fantastic collection. Oh, it is technically sold out now, so every single one of them is allocated and in a basket at the moment. Other things as well on the show for you to have a look at on the website, hochanda.com. We've got our matchboxes here. So these are really very lovely, lovely little pieces that you could slot bits and pieces into there if you want to, photographs or memorabilia, tickets or little love notes. It's up to you. 949215, your item number, £17.99. We've got another one for you as well on the show. And we've got it in the ivory for you. So you might prefer to use the ivory colour or the black colour. It's up to you. 041863. That is £17.99 if you would like to get hold of that one. And one more item for you before we go back to Tina. And it is this for you. It is your travel album with your notebook. Grid paper, watercolour, lined paper, 64 sheets in total for £15.99. That is smart. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, I like that. But the lovely Tina is standing by and she's got another demonstration for us. Tina, what are you working with this time, my love?
I'm going to use Life's a Journey this time, and I'm going to do some home decor.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm going to do a little door plaque, indoor door plaque. And what I've done is I've used my gel medium and place the paper over an MDF plaque, okay? And then I've gone round all of the edges apart from this last one, and I'm sanding back because it gives it such a lovely edge. So instead of using your scissors and getting a straight line, this gives it more of a rustic look, and that it was actually printed on there rather than having the paper stuck on. Okay, so it just comes off just like that. Just get a nice, quite abrasive pad. There we go. So that's the edges done. Then I'm going to start to build up my embellishments. Before I do that, I want to work out where my holes are going to be. So I'm just going to take a crocodile and then just punch a couple of holes in around about the same place either side. Okay, like that, so that I can hang that at the end. Okay, so from one of the sticker sheets, I've got this beautiful flowery sticker that's going to tone in really, really well. And I'm going to pop that towards the bottom of my plaque. Okay, and then again I could sand the edges, but just for quickness I'm going to just give them a little trim, just like that. Okay, and then I've got some nice little thread here which I'm going to pop around my plaque just to give it some more interest. Okay, so untangle this. So let's pop that around, make it pop through the loop a little bit there, and then just spread those out a little bit here. Okay, just like that, and then I can tie that in here as well. So this is not going to be seen because my embellishments will be on the top, so I can do my knot and it will be covered. Now it does look loose, but again that'll be pulled together once my embellishments are on. Okay, so then I've got some beautiful toppers from one of the papers. This one's actually from the back, sorry, this is from the ephemera set, and these two are from toppers from the papers. So I just want to pop along here a little bit. So lay them out as you would like to see them, and then we're going to have a couple that are flat and one that's going to be sticking out a little bit, so I'm going to use my foam pads again. You could trim these down and you could distress the edges as well if you wanted to. That always looks nice. Just remembering where my holes are.
Tina, can I ask you, you know when you get a collection like this?
Yeah.
Do you have to really plan it the whole way through your demonstration, or when you're making something at home, or do you just kind of go with it and wing it?
For here I do plan what I'm going to do, but it changes, you know.
Yeah.
When I get here I think, oh no, actually that would look better like that. So yeah, a little bit of both, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, the papers are so easy to use that you know whatever you're going to do is, you know, is going to be great.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's some beautiful tutorials as well with like the monthly kit. So if you were lucky enough to get that monthly kit, then, you know, you're going to love it. Okay. And I've got a matching little tag that I'm going to pop here. So I've popped some twine through that as well. Just a little bit of the gel medium. And just separate them a little. And pop there. So it looks like my twine is attached to the back twine. And then I've got a lovely little plaque just to pop there. And again, I'm just going to raise that up. Let's make those a little bit thinner. Okay. And pop that along my sticker line, just there. Okay, and then I've also got some of the beautiful leaves that come in with the Graphic 45 flowers. So I'm going to pop a couple of those just coming from the centre here and over. I think I'm going to leave it to one, to be honest. There. So pop in a lovely flower just in here. And then we've got some of the ones with the lovely long stems, the wire stems. So just going to wind that round if you've got a pen, a pencil, anything like that. And then pop that on the bottom as well. Just so I'm grouping my embellishments together there. Okay. I'm going to pop these string on, and then I've got one more embellishment that I'd like to pop on. So just tying my elastic on. You could use anything. You could use ribbon or the matching twine if you wanted to. Okay. And then, because this is going to be a number plaque, then from your die cuts pack, you have this one that says number. And then it has to be, doesn't it, 45. Okay. So take our 4 and our 5. And this is on your sticker sheet, so you've got lots of numbers. It doesn't just have the 4 and the 5. Okay, so let's pop that there. Okay, and then I've got a few of my gems, which we're going to have 3 just along here. And then I'm going to take a couple down the side here as well. Oops. Okay, so you can put as many embellishments as you would like on, depending on what you're doing. And then just as a finishing touch, I've got some black ink, and I'm just going to blacken the edges. Just careful of my gems there. Just so we get the black just blending in with the black elements that I've used here, and giving a little bit of an aging effect as well. So just around there. You could use your pads, like your foam pads, and your blending tools as well. Okay, and then just a little over some of the embellishments. That's right, so it just gives, it makes the edges pop a little bit. There we go. So there you go. There's a lovely little plaque here. And you could apply that technique to any piece of home decor.
That is gorgeous. Thank you very much, Tina. And once again, very different to the first demonstration, because the first one was a box and that one is a lovely hanging piece, isn't it? Yeah, really nice. Thank you, Tina. Well, if you have enjoyed that show, by the way, and you've enjoyed Tina's demonstration, she's going to be back later on with me, actually, at 1 o'clock. We'll be doing Graphic 45 again for you, but of course, totally different demonstrations, which will be great. But before we finish, let's just talk to you about some other things that you might be interested in on the website as well. We've got the 7-day savers for you. So if you would like to stock up on some fantastic cardstock, well, we've got this rainbow card pack there. 806281 is your item number. Now, that is $25.99 instead of, look at that usual price of $92.99. And you'll get it today for $25.99 there. But That will disappear tomorrow morning because our 7-day savers will be changed at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. This is one to stock up on. The red liner tape, instead of nearly £25, going down to just under 10. So that is fantastic value there. 570093. It's 100 metres there. 100 metres in total. And one more for you. We've got this, and it is your All and Create stamp sets there, and 30 stamps in total there for £14.98. Fabulous. Well, life is a journey, as they say, and we have got a wonderful collection for you here. And, oh, magically brought into vision there. It's not, that actually wasn't camera trickery. That is me. I have this special skill. I've been able to just appear. Watch. See? I know. You see, you can hear me, so you know I'm there, right? Okay, let's do it again. Ready? Here we go. Ready? And there we are, you see. I know. I know. Frightens my husband to death. Ready? Oh! And now I don't like normally... Here we go. Oh, I'm back. Oh, I didn't work that one. Let's do it again. Hang on. Ready? Jump out. Here we go. And now I'll magically come back. Oh, Hayley's walked in. It's because Hayley's in. That's why I'm messing about. When Hayley's in the building, I mess about. I did put... I know, I did put our little show on Instagram the other day, our little dressing up show. Got good comments. That's what I do. Whenever Hayley and me work together, we do fabrics. I end up just dressing up in them. I'm sure she thinks I just mess around. She hasn't seen this show. I've been serious for the whole hour. I've been dying to let it out. Anyway, so there you are. That's my trick. Right, let's have a look at what you can be making. Apart from yourself invisible. Here we are. Something like that. A lovely, lovely book. A lovely journal. Beautiful. And then you could do things like that. So you could just do a simple bookmark or a luggage label. It's up to you. It's up to you. Now, tell me, stickers. No! Those stickers have driven me crazy all the entire show. I still can't work out whether they're in it or not. They're not. This is a fantastic box, as you can see here. Look at that. Now, you know, it wouldn't be just amazing to give someone this box. That would be pretty good. Or to keep it yourself. That would be probably even better. But also, it's the making of it. Can you imagine the fun you would have making that? So if you want to do that, you need to get some terrific pads, and you can get those in this complete collection because you get 2 12x12s, 1 8x8 chipboard and ephemera. So 012846, your item number, £47.94. It's saying a £4 saving. It's much better than that because you get, it's 2 collections, so you get £12 saving, £12 saving and £4 saving, and that totals then actually a £28 saving. 012846. There is another collection for you as well. And this one, should I do my appearing trick again? Because look, I'm behind it right now. I'm just invisible. Here we go. I know. I've had it since birth. The power. The superpower. Let's just remind you of these wonderful papers again because they are just magical. A bit like my disappearing trick. They are really, really lovely. Look at those. Gorgeous colours, gorgeous imagery. Really, really good fun. I just love to sit down and play with these and cut these up and stick them together and just make lovely, lovely things. They're just so inspiring, aren't they? I love the sunflowers. This is great. Great value again from Graphic 45. Use the strips. Use little ones here like postage stamps. Just amazing, amazing detail. So those are all of your lovely papers. But of course you are getting your 8x8. This is a complete collection. You're getting 8x8. You're getting your 2 12x12s. You are getting your chipboard and your ephemera there as well. So absolutely fantastic. It's a lot of ephemera and it's a lot of detail and it's a lot for your money. Remember the savings. £28 in total because you've got 2 savings carried over plus £4. 191514 your item number. And it's £23.97, your first of 2 interest-free flexible payments. Lovely. Well, that's the end of this show, Graphic 45. But Tina, thank you over there, my love.
Thank you.
It's been lovely to
see you again in
just
1 o'clock.
about. Yes, 1 o'clock, me and you. We'll be back again. But don't worry, because I'm going to disappear with my magic trick. But we've got a lovely chap up next wearing a fabulous shirt. Who could it be? I'm going to keep you in suspense. Is it Yanis? Is it Adam? Or is it someone totally different? Could it be Derek? Derek's in the house, everybody! Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Hayley. Join me for some amazing Fabric Freedom shows. Fabric Freedom design all their fabrics here in the UK, and they design them with quilters in mind, so they're really good at picking out those unidirectional prints, really nice and small prints so you can work on smaller patchwork projects, and paste prints as well, which is one of their signature fabrics. They do lots more fabrics besides quilting cottons, so tune in to the Fabric Freedom shows here on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Barbara.
And I'm Julie.
And together we're Scarlet Rose Crafts. We're a family-run business, been in business for 2 years, and our aim is to bring new and innovative new products to the crafting industry.
We've both been involved in crafting industry for many years, and we're continuing to move forward with our new company now.
The Easy Mat Plate is our flagship product, followed by our innovative Easy Shim product.
Our range includes diamond trail plates, ultra-sized dies, cards and sticky sheets.
We're constantly developing new and unusual products, so watch this space.
On our shows, we hope to inspire you with our products so that you can carry on crafting, because our motto is, because we can.
So don't miss the Scarlet Rose Craft shows on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Sue Trangmar, and I started Daisy Chain Designs 20 years ago. At Daisy Chain Designs, we're passionate about sewing and quilting. We design projects that hopefully will inspire you to pick up your needle and thread and have a go. We have great fun in designing things from the very start, and then the end product is always very exciting when you actually see it made. So don't miss the Daisy Chain Design shows on Hochanda.
Hochanda News! We're excited to announce that from the 1st of July, our broadcast hours on Freeview will be extended to 10 p.m. each day. We know that many of you have been missing our live shows in the evenings, and we look forward to having you with us once again.
Hello everyone, I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings-on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot.
It's the discounts and all the special offers you get.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there. I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have.
Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, You could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 888 888. So, don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Hello there, good morning. Lovely to have your company. My mind is completely not where it needs to be at the moment. You'll find out why in just a moment. Welcome to Saturday morning, first of all. Hope it's wonderful where you are. My name's Derek, by the way, if we've never met before. I just pop in occasionally like a little waddling duck, and that will be pertinent in just a moment, as we'll find out. It's time for your one-day special. If you haven't had the chance to see this yet, well, I tell you what, it's very, very busy already. It launched last night, and already half of the stock has completely and utterly gone. And it's funny, you know, because we've all got a lot more time on our hands at the moment, and even with lockdown easing and everything else, we suddenly think, oh, it's fine, we can go and, oh no, we can't yet. It's okay, we can go and, oh no, we can't yet. So actually, we've still got that extra time to actually get those things done. Like, for instance, you know, people are buying eggs from the supermarket in different places and hatching them at home. We might know someone like that. We'll meet her in just a second. You have got the most extraordinary one-day special today, and I love the name of this as well. I don't often like when two words are crammed together. It's called what?
The portmanteau, when you take two words and smash
Oh,
them
is it?
together, yes.
Tell me again,
Educational as well, isn't it?
Hayley Smith, everyone. Is the voice you can hear right now, who is the brains behind Craft Yourself Silly. And this fantastic new Fabazine. Let's meet Hayley and Sia. Hello, darling. How are you?
Well, the word that we were talking about...
Yeah, go on.
When you take two words and make them into one word, is a portmanteau.
Portmantle?
Portmanteau.
Portmanteau.
Yeah, portmanteau.
Cool, that'd get you a good score in Scrabble as well, that word,
think
wouldn't
it would, yeah.
It's got a P in it. Very, very good. How are you, my love?
I'm very good, thanks, Derek. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's lovely to see you. It's been too long. I can't reach you, unfortunately. Because actually, Hayley is one of the very few people in the world who is slightly shorter than me. Usually I can take advantage of that.
It's the only reason that he likes working with me, because I make him look tall.
No, it's not just that. It's not just that. It's everything. Now, this Fabazine, this is... edition number 2. Now, edition number 1 came along in April,
yes, that's correct.
And so there's been a bit of a gap to issue 2.
We're trying to do them every 2 months.
Right.
And the Fabazine has 12 projects in it, and what we do is we kind of combine all the things that we can do. So we can fabric print, so we put a big piece of fabric in there. We've got laser cutters, so we kind of use all of the skills, all the tools we have in our toolbox to come up with a kit that just presents amazing value, because we do break the kits down individually, but every time we do that, we've got extra costs for people to pack them and cut them, we've got extra costs for packing, we've got extra costs for printing. So we thought, well, actually, if we pulled all of those into one mega bundle, we could just bring so much better value for money. You're having a nice time.
There's his head. There's his head. Actually, we can have a little bed
there you
for
go,
the flappy
bed.
turtle. There you go. This is absolutely brilliant. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen you may well have seen fabric kits that have a printed panel. Things like advent calendars and things like that have printed panels.
Yeah.
And they're usually about so big by so big,
yeah,
aren't
about
they?
half a metre, maybe 60
about
centimetres.
half of one of us.
Yes.
This panel
is a whopper.
Humongous. In fact, you're never going to be able to see all of it and all of me at the same time. It is huge, because every single one of the 12-ish.
12, well, there's actually a sneaky 13th
and there
now.
is a sneaky 13th project in this panel as well.
Because when I put the panel together, when I kind of put all the elements on there, I noticed that there was a bit of a gap. So you can see, just as you're holding it up there, there's an extra tiny hedgehog in there. Because I had a little bit of space, so I thought, I'll put another one in.
Do you know what I love about this as well? Hello. Is that there are so many different types of projects
Yes.
as well. So it
So
isn't just
it's
literally cut out, sew together.
No, it's
There's
a
lots
real,
of different skills.
It's a real mixed bag, and that's exactly what it's about. It's about kind of adding different skills to it. So there's things like, we've done a little drawstring bag in this one. We've got a storage box. We've got a lunch bag, which uses different types of seams. We've got a mug organiser. Right, there's a lunch bag.
There's
we'll go
the little
through in
lunch
order,
bag,
shall we?
and it's jelly beans. Oh, what could be more inspiring?
And we've done different types of seams on there so that, you know, if you're going to put it in the wash, which you probably are if it's got food in it,
yeah.
then we've done different types of seams that are kind of more secure on there. We've got, what else you got?
Oh, we've got the little hedgehog, of course.
Yeah.
The little
Hedgehog's got
hedgehog
pins in.
pincushion.
They're his spines.
There he is, with his little pins in, which is brilliant. You also have an embroider doodle.
This is a little embroider doodle, and the hoop comes with it because we actually made the display hoop in the MDF panel.
How clever is that? It's brilliant.
So
it really is.
That's the beach panel, so that we always put a couple in which are kind of for you to just kind of go wild with. So you've got that one there, and then if you have a look on the back, Derek, there's another version, not on the back of the fabric, on the back of the counter.
Yes.
There's another version of that.
There is.
That I've done that's in a frame.
Oh.
You can take it out of the frame, actually, because
Well, I think Derek just did.
Okay. Well, there's a lot more on there than the frame actually showed anyway. So
There
all
you
of
go.
those applique elements are there for you to add on to. And if you don't want all of them, you don't have to use any of them. You can do like the sample that you showed that Claire did, where she's used organza and a little bit of free motion stitching. So everything is there for you to kind of have a little bit of an experiment with.
I tell you what I love. I absolutely love this.
Right, so
because this is foundation piecing,
Yes,
isn't it?
so there's foundation piecing, but it's on fabric. So it is ready to go. I've got the blank one over here.
And it's all numbered at the back.
It is. Everything's a nice big clear numbers as well.
Yeah, it
So you
is.
see what
It's
you're
really,
doing.
really good.
So I've got the blank one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the filled in one.
Yeah.
And we'd always put a couple of projects in there. So this is one of them, the way you can use your stash to kind of, you know, add to it, because we've all got bits of fabric, and this doesn't take a huge amount. About 3 fat quarters will do.
That's not bad at all, is it? And what an amazing look. It's like a vortex, isn't it?
And also, when you have a look at the instructions for that, you'll find there are actually 3 different techniques that you can use, not just the flip and fold that you traditionally see. We've given you 2 different techniques to use as well.
Now listen, before we go on, because there's so much more to show you, I've got to give you the item details. Not even done that yet. Let's do the homework first. 585123 is your item number here, and this is your Craft Yourself Silly Fabazine issue 2. So it contains £123.91 worth of projects. Our regular price £49.99, but because it is a one-day special today, just £39.99 or 2 flexi buys of £20. Grab this as quickly as you can. It works out per project now at £3.33 per project. But listen, actually, for me, this isn't value for money per project. This is about the variety of different techniques that I'm going to be picking up along the way, because we've really just taken a little peek through the letterbox so far. There is so much more to see, because there is also, Hayley, if I can get through this stash of projects here, there's also, complete in the MDF kit, is this,
And
which
that one is a mini loom, and it's ready strung up for you to make whatever you like. So, sorry, that one is ready wrapped for Derek, but the other one is obviously in the MDF panel that you get. We've stolen a few bits out of this one as you
let
go.
me show you the MDF panel, because that's everything you're getting there. The buttons there are for a little game that we're playing later.
Yes, you're getting a comb in there to be able to kind of move your work down as you go, and you're also getting 3 of those kind of needle shuttles.
Yes.
So if you're using a finer, either a embroidery floss or maybe you're using a yarn, you can actually wrap them around there and use it to kind of get more...
Oh, to getting in and out?
Yeah.
Like they did back in olden days?
Yes.
And still do, of course, now, aren't they, in a very artisan kind of way?
So there's a couple of woven samples there for you. Which
These are amazing.
That's one of our design team, Patty, that's done those for us.
They
and she's done a lovely job.
Let me show you this one.
Maybe if you want to make a... That's done on our bigger loom, but all of those techniques...
Can be done.
Can be done. And within the booklet you're getting a whole list of techniques, and there's a whole stack of videos on our YouTube channel to support all of these projects as well.
I just think to be able to do something like that and to be able to take your bits and bobs and odds and ends and create something like that, or... Did you say it was Patty who did these? Patty, amazing work, because these are absolutely beautiful. I mean, incorporating things like shells you find at the beach and whatever into this, as well as all of the gorgeous threads, the bits and pieces of threads that you think, oh, I haven't done anything with that yet, but
or
what
I
a shame,
haven't got
I'd love
enough
to do it.
to do something bigger.
Oh, honestly, this whole collection of projects is extraordinary. It really, really is. So, listen. Jump in as quickly as you can. Half of the stock has sold out already of the one-day special, so be as quick as you possibly can. There's also... Oh, here we go. You know when I'm in the studio, everything goes flying. So that's it. I've already sent a few things flying already. Let me just tidy that up. Right, let me take you back to issue number 1. Now, issue number 1... Hayley, was in April, wasn't it? And this wasn't launched as a one-day special.
No,
it was
just
launched
did it
as issue 1 of the Craft Yourself Silly Fabazine project book, and absolutely flew off straight away. People love the variety of projects in here.
Yes, so we tried to put plenty of variety in there, and we also tend to try to put things that will kind of teach you something. Oh, was that your favourite?
I adore this. I sent something flying there, and it wasn't even me. I didn't touch it, honestly.
So this one was done as a little wall tidy. Now you can, there's a fabric in there to do little tabs if you want to hang it and back it, if you want to. But this one's done with a couple of different techniques, a little bit of free motion. There's all the swatches that you need to create the colours for the shirt and the hair are in there. But if you've got, you know, if you want to change the colour of the shirt, if you want to add bits from your stash, you absolutely can do that.
Do you know what? I wouldn't even use that for its practical purpose. I would just... It's such a beautiful artwork.
Well, you don't have to put the pockets on. You can use the pockets for something else
you
and
can
just
actually
have
put little clear pockets in there, couldn't you? And
you could
slip
put a little
photos
speech
in if
bubble
you
or
want.
something.
Yeah. I think that's adorable, don't you? And that's just one of the 12 projects in this Fabazine. Hang on, let me put this back carefully. We try at least.
It's not really your...
Let me just stand up. It's not my forte, organising things, is it? So, in this, again, you've got oodles and oodles and oodles. So 12 different projects.
You've got 12
in here.
projects. You've got your Tessa Patch cat template. So that's the one that is your scrap buster. So that's on the MDF panel there. You've got a little MDF cross stitch on there. Also, you've got the ends for the pencil case on there, and you've got loads and loads of little decorative buttons, which you are just really for you to have a little bit of a play with. On the Mylar panel that you've got your camper van stencil. So the...
I love this. Yeah. How cool is that? As a little pencil case, because it's got structure with the MDF ends, so you could keep your watercolour markers in
I've just quilted along the lines of the pencils just to create a little bit of kind of interest and detail along there. And
that's superb, I love it.
The camper van template that you've got, that one's a folded or a turned edge applique on that. So the actual project makes you a bag, but this is one that's been done again by our design team members. I think this was Patty again, and she's decided to make that into a cushion. And you absolutely can. Some of the panels that we've said are a bag or a cushion, you can make into whatever you wish. They're really just a starting point for you.
I tell you what, it's such an inspiring kind of starting point. If you are, at the moment, if you've kind of lost your mojo a little bit and think, I'm not really sure what I want to do right now. I don't want to dive into one single big quilt project. I'm not ready for that. I haven't got enough time for that. I haven't got enough... And maybe dedication to that right now. You just want little bits and pieces.
It's printed on one panel. You can just snip out the bits you need, and then you don't lose the rest of it.
I think it's amazing.
All kept together.
So remember, this is issue number 1. Regular price $49.99, today's price $44.99, so there's a saving on that as well. But as always, because we can't help ourselves and we're quite good at wheedling out a little deal for you, what we've done is we've got a bundle of the two together, so issue 1 and issue 2 together, so 24 amazing projects. I have to say as well, you don't need to stick strictly to the projects, because the panels are so versatile. You can mix, you can match, you can move them around.
I'm not going to be coming round telling you you've done it wrong. So don't believe in that.
And that's the great thing about someone like you creating something like this, because
it's a starting point.
It's about versatility, isn't it? It's about sparking your imagination in different directions. So, the bundle of the 2 issues together, so remember that's 24 projects in all, so nearly £250 worth of projects there you're getting for a price tag of... Here it comes. $79.98. Now, when you consider that all of the elements that you will need, obviously you've got your printed panel which has all of the projects on it, but all of the other elements that you are going to need, things like your bindings and your zips and your other little elements, they are all there, aren't they?
Yeah, everything's in. So if you need bias binding, if you need zips, if flossers, everything is in. The only thing you'll need to add is a needle and thread, and then in some of the projects, if you choose to line them, like the basket, we've got the storage box that we've got in the first one, if you choose to line that, then yes, you might need to add a little bit of fabric to line it.
And as well as the savings, if you're buying them individually, combined as the bundle there, you've got an extra saving there as well. So do take advantage of that. It's very, very busy, by the way. 65%, so approaching 2/3 of the stock of the bundle. I think always when there's a bundle option, especially when you've got everything printed on your panels, you've got all of the little bits and bobs and things and doos and ujimi flips and everything that you need is included to make some incredible and practical projects as well. So it's not just about these gorgeous artworks like this. See, I always can drop everything, you see.
Well, I do try and make them have a practical purpose as well, because it's all, you know, well and good sewing for sewing's sake, but if you can actually use it, and I think that's sometimes the beauty of soft craft over you know, some of the other ones where you're making something and yes, it looks beautiful, but I need it to do something.
Quick question.
Yes?
To start, if I didn't have a machine right now...
Oh, you can hand sew all of the things in there as well.
Fantastic. That's all I need to know, because actually I haven't made that first leap into a machine first, but I'm all right, I'm handy with a needle and thread.
Yeah, there's always a mixture in there of things you can do on a machine and things you can do by hand, but if you wanted to sew everything by hand, you absolutely could.
It's so busy. As I say, 2/3 of the stock almost of this bundle of issue number 1 and issue number 2 together sold out and gone. Hello, Matt. 401304 is your item number. Let's go onto the website, shall we? And hello, Hayley, as well. Hayley West guest today as well. Oh, it's all going on at Hochanda today. So here's everything else that is in the show as well, including a brilliant pick and mix on batik fat quarters as well. Because if you wanted to do that foundation piecing panel that we saw earlier, obviously you can add your own fabrics to that, but we've got a fabulous collection of batiks which are on a pick and mix as well. Do you pick any 3 fat quarters, is it?
I think it's 5.
Now look at 5, even better.
5.
Oh, there they are. There they are. So pick and mix any 5 fat quarters there in the most wonderful batik fabrics. They're beautiful, lovely colour ranges. Something in there that will suit absolutely everyone. £14.75, and you can pick and mix any 5. And there are a massive selection. 1, 2, 3. There are 20 different fabrics there to be able to choose from as well. So get stuck in, as they say. Right, OK, so let's go back to the one-day special then, shall we? Because our Hayley is going to show us... What are we going to look at first?
So we've got the mug organiser. So you've got the finished sample over there, and we'll show that in just a second. All of the panels are on the big, large printed panel, and they are all labelled on the bottom. So you can see just on the edge of there that they actually have got printed on what the panels are for. Because it's just a lot easier. It's just a lot easier to find what you're doing.
Yeah.
So we're going to start. We're going to set the lining piece to one side because we don't need that just yet. I've got the front piece, and then I've got the piece for the front pockets, and I've got the piece for the inner pockets. They're the 3 that we're going to need right now. And the first step is to fold in half both of those bits that are going to be pockets, and then we just want to press those edges. Now you can see I've put really faint grey lines on these, and they are going to help you with your lining up, because you've got those same faint grey lines on your blue panel as well. And what you need to do is it's sometimes better to kind of press these in as lines so you can see them on the other side, because the lines that we've printed really need to be on the inside, but you can use them on the outside if you wish for just a bit of guidance. And we're going to line them up and stitch each of those in place, matching the line on the bottom panel to the line on the top panel there, and we're going to line all of those up. So it's worth pinning those in place and then stitching all of those on. So I'm going to do that for that inside panel there, and then this is the one that's going to be the pockets on the inside of your piece, and that's just got the 4 divisions, and then I'm going to do that one onto there. So they're going to be like that. So I'm going to start pinning these in place and then we'll get them stitched on. Well, I will start pinning them if I can remember where I've put the pins. There we go.
Shall I show you very, very quickly what we're heading to?
Yes, that would be
just
super helpful.
While you're having a little pin there. So this is what we're heading to. So this is a really, really good way, as Hayley said in our little preview Facebook, which I saw, of using up old mugs that you're a bit ashamed of, that are a bit chipped and a bit past their best,
exactly.
Because actually you can fit things in all the way
the
around.
mug provides the structure
Yeah.
to keep everything solid, and it obviously provides weight as well to stop it tipping over. And then you can fill all of those little pockets with your bits and bobs.
Do you know what I'd want to do right now? And I know it's a bit messy and might not be the intention for this project, but I'm well into gardening at the moment, so I'd have I'd fill this full of soil. And I'd have a little succulent. I know, sacrilege, I know.
Soil?
But I know, but I put a succulent in there. And you know, some succulents, they have the little pups where you can grow off the little bits from the main plant, and you could pop those in the little. Thing. You might need to waterproof the lining. I know it wasn't the intention. She's giving me that
cute,
look.
though. It's a very cute idea. But
yeah.
You might need to waterproof it.
Yes. But that's just my first thought on that, because I love it. I think it's brilliant. And
so is this a new love of gardening? Is this newly discovered?
No, well, listen, I've had so much time to do it recently. I feel like me and Monty Don are kindred spirits at the moment. Love it. Absolutely love it. So that's what we're heading to. So we're pinning all the way along.
Yes, so I'm lining up, and I've got my lines on the outside here so you can see what I'm doing, but I would recommend putting those lines in the inside. So I'm just lining those up and then pinning the bottom in place, and then I'm going to come back along and do exactly the same on this top half, lining up my grey line that's printed with the grey line that's printed on the back, and just popping a pin in either end there. Now you can iron this first if you wish, and kind of put creases in there. If not, then you don't have to. Once we're stitched all of these in, we're going to just put kind of pleats and creases into the bottom of them, just to create that kind of volume in the pockets. So, Derek, could you give me 10 minutes just to finish pinning these on and start sewing some of them?
10 minutes?
Well, OK, 5. I'll go as
5
quick
minutes.
as I can, mate.
Is it a little bit like creating box pleats when you're doing something like an advent calendar? A little bit similar to that?
So it's going to take a little bit of time just for me to kind of pop these in place, and then I'll sew them as swiftly as I can and be right back with you.
All right, my darling. So I'll leave you to that for the moment. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just if you want the mug tidy as a project on its own, then we do have a complete kit for that as well. So all of the fabric that you will need, that will come with the full instructions as well. It comes as a 2 or 3 page instruction, so there's not an awful lot to that, which is great. But they're very, very useful as well. If you've got, and it can be, you know, sort of mugs of varying sizes as well. You might have taller, thinner ones as well, which are really, really good. It's a good way of using up those old sort of chipped mugs and using them for storage, which is a really clever idea, isn't it? 368143 is your item number for that one. Another popular one as well is the Loom Kit as well, which is really, really good. Now, the weaving loom, incredibly versatile, and what a clever idea as well. So here you get the MDF, the loom itself. It also comes with the needle shuttles as well, so you can kind of go step back in time to the days of the cotton mills and whatever, and use the use the embroidery threads, use the wools and the yarns and the other bits and pieces, the organzas, and weave them. What a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. Because again, you don't need to necessarily create a design here. You can really just create something really practical. You can create something, you know, something for a wall hanging, something for a decoration, something for the bathroom, something that matches your colour scheme wherever you want it. And I think it's great fun as well. And this will take you through with the full instructions there as well. So you can add your own yarns to that, of which you will find them many and plenty around this neck of the woods, of course, at Hochanda. Right, in the meantime, let's go back to your one-day special. Sorry, I was watching myself on the TV instead of you that sat there. So the one-day special is brilliant. So this is the Craft Yourself Silly Fabazine. It's issue number 2. It's the first one that's been launched as a one-day special. Its regular price is $49.99. Of course, when something comes to us as a one-day special, it has to be a better deal. It has to be a better price. There either needs to be more to it or the price needs to be lower. In this case, the price is lower, which is brilliant. So you've got 2 flexis of £20 or $39.99, which is really, really good. And there are 12 different projects. Actually, it's 12 and a third, if truth be told, because Hayley did manage to slip an extra little hedgehog onto the printed panel, and they are brilliant projects as well. You've got things like your storage container here, which I think is really, really good. Remember, everything you need in terms of the fabric is on a pre-printed panel already, so all you really need to do is cut it out and off you go and follow the instructions. And again, you get lots and lots of different techniques here as well. Here's a lunch bag, for instance, which is really, really good. If I just move that to one side, there are lots and lots of different seams here, so you're making a lovely sort of box seam there at the bottom of that. And I love that pattern on the fabric is brilliant, isn't it? You've also got things that are fun and practical, like the little hedgehog as well, which is really, really cute. We're seeing the mug tidy at the moment, which Hayley is making, which is fantastic. So that's a good way of using up old mugs for a practical purpose as well. You can keep all sorts in there, just things that you need to keep handy. It's got little pockets on the inside and on the outside. I'd use it for my little succulent pups, but you can use it for all sorts, of course, in your crafty world. You've also got a foundation piecing template as well, because if I just whiz that round to the back, you can see it's all numbered as well. So you add the fabric to it, and there are actually 3 different ways in which you can use this as well, which is lovely. There is a pick and mix on batik fabrics, by the way, which is available in this show as well. So if you're shopping on the website, check that out, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 20 different batik fabrics. You can pick and mix any 5 fat quarters for, I think it's $14.75. Details at the bottom of your screen as well. There's also a little embroidery project there for you, and does come with the embroidery hoop as well, because your embroidery hoop is incorporated into your MDF panel that comes with your Fabazine, which is brilliant. And if you're wondering what these little smiley faces, well, some are smiley and some are not so smiley, that's for a little game, which is one of the projects as well, which I'll get Hayley to tell us about a little bit later on. Now, amongst the other projects, you've also got a little flappy turtle here, which is so, so cute. I love it. I really, really do love this. And there is also, sorry, I shouldn't hold him there, should I really? Holding him gently by the neck. There is also this wonderful sort of Victorian tile-inspired cushion, which is wonderful. And you can see you've got little tiles on the back as well.
We've kind of made it match up, because we can select what we print.
Yeah.
We've made it match up exactly on the back, and the 2 little buttons that you can see on the back there are exactly the same shape and print as the piece underneath. So it's all been made to kind of coordinate properly.
Yes,
I am unpicking, by the way, because I realised I've put my piece on upside down, because I did say that my lines should be on the inside. I stuck them on the outside so you could see where the lines were, but now it's upside down and I can't leave it upside down.
Does that mean you need another 5 minutes, or does that mean you're going to do something else?
No, I'm going to chat and do it. It's fine.
Okay. I'm going to show you the loom in the meantime as well, because I'm super, super impressed by the loom and what it can do. Now, the loom is actually, it's incorporated into your MDF panel. It's strung for you already. It comes with the little... Oh, sorry, right, so you string yours. Hayley strung mine already. But I tell you what, talk to me nicely.
Not that I don't trust you.
Oh, I'd be rubbish, as you know. Now, the loom comes with the little combs, which you can see there as well, which just helps you gather and keep all of your threads together. And it also comes with the little needles as well, so if you want to whiz your way all the way through. Now, it's Patty, isn't it, Hayley?
Yes, it is.
Who did these examples and these samples using the loom, and I think they're absolutely delightful, don't you? And just think, you could get your great thick yarn balls and your other bits of organza and this, that and the other, and you could bring it all together into the most delightful project. I mean, look at this one, for instance. I think this is great. Now, I've started fossil collecting lately. As part of, aside the gardening, I've started fossil collecting now as well.
I think this is a whole load of new hobbies people have discovered with this.
Yeah, well, I mean, up in the North Yorkshire coast is one of the best places for fossil hunting. It's brilliant.
Have you found any dinosaurs yet?
I think I may have found a dinosaur leg. Yeah, seriously. Well, not a whole leg, but, you know, a bit. The joint looks right.
Oh.
So I'll show you later.
How will you get this verified?
I don't know, you see. I'm just guessing.
Okay.
I have got an ammonite, though, as well.
Very
it's a bronzy, sparkly one. Now, what's this game, Hayley, as well? Show me.
So you've got a little noughts and crosses game there. So really the project was to kind of teach a drawstring bag.
Yes.
So we did that last night, that project, but within there we've made the bag into the playing surface itself and then put the pieces in the bag.
Oh, so instead of noughts and crosses, you've got happy faces and
cross faces.
Glum faces. Oh, cross faces.
There
I get
you
cross.
go.
Oh, tenuous link, but it works. Right, brilliant. So that is your one-day special today, 585-123. Not just that, it is the 11 other projects as well, plus the Fabazine, of course, and your printed panel, which is one of the biggest printed panels I think I've ever seen in my whole life. It's fantastic at £20. Now, remember, that's issue number 2, the first one that's been issued as a one-day special, but issue number 1 came along in April, which you can buy on its own, but we've got a bundle of the two together, which is the one-day special, issue number 2, and issue number 1 that you may well have missed and may well not have seen in April. Maybe you were thinking, oh, well, you know, in April, maybe you weren't thinking, oh, I need these little projects, I need things to do, and right now you're like, oh, give me anything to do, because even with lockdown easing, we've still got that extra time, because there are all those things that we think, hey, it's the weekend, let's go, and oh no, we can't yet. Oh, I'll tell you what, we could go and, oh yeah, no, we can't do that yet either. Oh, let's all go out for lunch. Oh, no, we can't do that yet. So a lot of people still spending a lot more time at home. Issue number 1 and issue number 2. Now, with this, you've got the saving of the one-day special, plus a saving on issue number 1 as well. Put those together, and what you've got here is either 2 flexi buys at £39.99 or one off of £79.98. That gets you 24 projects, nearly £250 worth of projects for less than £80. Now, something I need to point out on this, because I think it's always very, very pertinent, because some people say, oh, you know, you get everything you need, and you actually don't. With this, you do get everything that you need. So if you need a zip, it's there. If you need an accoutrement, a little bit and piece, it is there as well. The printed panel has everything, plus lots more, and lots of flexibility to take it in different directions as well. These are amazing, and they are backed up by online video tutorials as well, Hayley, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Now, we did them all for the first edition, and there was 1 or 2 that we had problems with the files, so I've reshot those. That's the hippo and the Scotty dog bunting, I think.
Let me show you
so
the
I've
hippo.
reshot them, and I've put them back. You found the hippo.
How lovely is the hippo? I mean, he's like me when I was 7. You know, when you lose that front tooth. Love it.
So
Absolutely love it.
I think that was a tractor from our design team, because actually she has done a little bit of, she's gone off-piste a little bit, because she's put fleece in the ears. You've got matching fabric pieces for the ears, but she's put a little bit of fleece in there.
I love it.
So things like you were saying, you don't need to go and find bits. You get the eyes. So the little eyes that are in there, they come in. So you're not having to look for all of those little bits and bobs which actually make the project something special.
Let me show you a little Scotty dog bunting as well. That's so cute, isn't it? There's been so much bunting around lately, hasn't it? It's lovely. It does just cheer things up a little bit. Do you know what I mean? You know when you're looking at your house so much at the moment, and you're thinking,
oh, your jobs.
I don't want to clean it, but I'll decorate it. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people are doing that with bundle. Was that just me? I must get the hoover out every now and again. Anyway, listen, if you want the two together, now stock-wise, I need to keep you up to date here because we are approaching. We started at around about 2/3 of the stock today of the bundle of the 2 Fabazines, and now we're up to 80%. So 4/5 of the stock essentially sold out and gone. And there is so much flexibility. There's so much versatility in these Fabazines as well. Hayley really has an idea. I mean, actually, Hayley, it's quite difficult to pin you down to sort of one definite project that has a very clear specification, does it? You like wandering, don't you?
I do, and I think that in that wandering you find new ways of doing things, you find new things that you really enjoy doing, and sometimes with the Fabazine, what you find is, you know, maybe you don't enjoy that particular project so much, but you'll finish it because it's one project, and they're not. None of them are so kind of gargantuan that you wouldn't finish it.
And so, there are. Is it? No, it's a massive word, isn't it? Gargantuan.
I've been cracking out loads of good words today.
I know. Have you swallowed a thesaurus this morning? I tell you what.
Is that one of the dinosaurs you found?
Oh.
Boom.
Oh. Very good, very good.
If you do find a dinosaur and it's a new one, will you call it a thesaurus?
Yes, okay, just for you.
Thanks.
Just for you, the Hayley Smith thesaurus. Don't try and say that 3 times in a row. The other great thing about these as well is if, as a family, you are looking for things to do, you can all be doing individual projects. Rather than all crowding around one project, you can actually be doing the one that kind of ticks the box for you as well. And it's a nice way of sort of coming together, isn't it? Let's have a look at the other projects, because you can actually buy some of the projects individually as well. So here's the details. The details for just the hippo itself. It's the Craft Yourself Silly Hippo toy. Wow, this is like a tongue twister today, isn't it? It's the printed instructions and the pattern itself for you. So you can see it's all on one panel there for you, plus your instructions there, £14.99. It's a lovely little project to do as well, which is lovely. We also have got the Scotty Dog Bunting on its own as well. Now it also comes with a flowers embroidoodle. I'm sure you come up with these words just to trip me up. Yeah, that's all it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Embroidoodle.
It's embroidery and doodling.
Honestly, I've had so many issues with fabric people over the years bringing 2 words together. I still remember coatigan, and coatigan is like those 2 words that shouldn't go together, but it creates something beautiful, like you are going to create. And what was the word for that again, Hayley, when you put 2 words together?
Portmanteau.
Portmanteau. P-O-R-T.
Was educational on all levels this morning.
It's like an English lesson, this, isn't it?
It is.
Right, what are you doing now then? Are we going back to the mug tidy?
Yes, so I did unpick that, and I'm now going through and stitching those lines on. So because I want to see those lines, but I want them on the other side, all I did was kind of fold and then press and fold and press. So it's given me a guideline to follow, but without having it physically marked on. You could always use something like a heat erasable marker as well. That's another option for you. So I'm just going one at a time, lining up the bottom with the mark that's on my base panel, and just getting the needle down so that it's held in place, and then going ahead and stitching all the way to the top. So let me pop that in place. When you get to the top of each of these, I've got another line at the bottom there, so I'm just making sure that they are on top of each other, holding those in place. Oh, my needle's coming threaded, man. That was all going so well. Give me 1 second. There we go. Easy fixed.
You're having one of those Saturday mornings, aren't you?
It's not that bad. It's just an unthreaded needle, isn't it? Happens to the best of us. So back to the beginning. Pop that down, and we're away again. So when you get to the top of each of these little pockets that you're creating, you're going to need to do a reverse stitch on the top, and that's just to give it a little bit of extra strength and make sure that they don't kind of come undone if you've got anything heavy in there. So let me just take that up. We'll pin this out. That's those pockets kind of coming into shape now, and then our next step, obviously sew all the way along first, but you then want to put some little box pleats in those. So that will kind of, by putting that little box pleat in, it's going to force that top bit out, because I'm not going to pleat it all the way up. I'm just going to pleat it at the bottom, and that's going to kind of, if I move it round so you can see, let me turn it this way. By popping that down at the bottom, that's going to create that opening on the top for you, and it's going to gape, so you can actually, it's kind of ready to put things in. So I'm just going to press these in place, and I'm just going to do it at the bottom, and then once you've actually kind of got these pressed, then I would definitely recommend running all the way along the bottom, and it does say to do this in the instructions, to run all the way along the bottom there with just a kind of basting stitch just to hold it in place. But when you do that, make sure that you are about an 1/8 of an inch from the bottom, because if you go more than a 1/4 inch, that 1/4 inch is your seam allowance, so you're going to see your stitching on the top. So you just need to be tiny, or even a couple of tacking stitches will do it, just to hold those in place. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these. We'll try and get one side done at least, and then get the backing put on. What you got?
Oh, I'm just holding the little hedgehog. We were just doing some clever trickery for later. We were just taking some little pictures individually. Talking of pictures, I know this is a really bad time to bring this up, Jimmy, who's our director this morning. But
I know what's coming.
You've got a little addition to your family,
yes,
Hayley, haven't you?
Yes, we have. He's very cute.
Who's this?
This is Frank.
This is Frank.
Yes.
Now, first of all, the reason for the name. The reason Frank is called Frank is because...
it can be Frank or Frankie, because we don't know if it's a girl or a boy yet.
We're not quite sure yet whether it's a girl or a boy.
So
now, how has Frank come to be?
We're going to go with he.
Yeah, okay.
Well, one of my partner's children decided for Christmas they wanted an incubator and quail eggs. So that's fine. Got an incubator, got quail eggs, hatched some quails. And I'd said from ages ago that I wanted a duck. So we went on a large auction site.
Yes.
Got some hatching eggs.
Yes.
For runner ducks. And then Frank appeared.
So it's one of those proper kind of tall kind of Jemima puddle duck kind of ducks, isn't it?
It stands upright and it kind of runs like a penguin. So I'll see if I can get a video of it running later.
One that you imagine to have one of those little Victorian hats on.
There's one of it following me in pyjamas. So
oh, really?
I'll see how bad it is.
Oh, how cute.
I'll see if I can get it sent in.
How cute. Now, listen, this is so popular. Everything that we are doing today is so popular. We have got so much going on. So what are you up to right now, Hayley?
I'm still sewing my pockets in.
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm trying to get at least one side done for you.
Well, I'll keep showing you what's going on here. Do you know what? I love this because I've just... this is one of the 12 projects here. This, for me, is like a fabric... am I allowed to say pick and mix? I'm going to say it anyway. Other sweet brands are available. I don't even know if that's a brand.
I don't think it's a brand. I think it's just
you know what I mean?
Thing.
This is actually for your lunch, isn't it, Hayley?
It is, yes.
I think it would make you want to eat something sweet.
Can I just say, I really agonised over the picture that I took for the front of the pattern.
I love it.
Well, I wanted to put a sandwich in because it's a lunchbox. Okay, but then I thought, well, if I put something like a ham sandwich in, that might upset vegetarians. So then I thought, OK, that's fine, I'll make a cheese sandwich. And then I thought, oh, what about the vegans? So then we ended up with a chocolate biscuit and an apricot.
Oh, I see. I see.
I don't think anybody can be offended by a chocolate biscuit and an apricot.
No, not at all. Now, we're just looking around at all of the different projects. Just in this storage caddy, Hayley, what would you use to
yes,
to
so
give
we've
it
got
stability?
some. That's one thing that isn't included is the batting for that. So we have a super soft and a super stiff.
Okay.
And that's what I would recommend for that one is the super stiff. Now there are kind of options that you could just put the fabric around cardboard and create it. There's lots of different things, and if you go back to that one in a minute, actually, if you have a look at the seams, the joins on the box, because again we can print our own panels.
Yeah.
We've made it so that they will line up perfectly for a pattern match.
So the pattern match. Oh, brilliant. That's really, really good. I will come back to that in a moment. What we're doing at the moment is we're taking a little still shot of all of the 12 projects, just so that later on it will make the shows a little bit easier to go through everything, so you can see all of the projects.
Yeah,
sometimes it's a little difficult to see the wood for the trees, isn't it? You're still pinning away there, aren't you?
I'm just taking one at a time. You can see all of those little pockets starting to form there now. And I'm just taking one at a time, making sure I line up the printed, if I just fold that, you might be able to see. There's a printed line on the backing, and there's a printed line on the pocket. I'm just making sure I line those up as I go, and then kind of folding them in place, putting the needle down at that point, and then lining up the top one, and then stitching all the way up, back stitching at the top, just to make sure that it's going to be nice and secure.
Fantastic. Well, we'll let you carry on with that. In the meantime, let me show you something else that's included in the kit as well, is the Mdf Loom. Now, here's an example of something you can do, something our lovely Patty from the design team did as well. So the Mdf Loom is part of your MDF
yeah, we put an
MDF
panel in each of these, just because, well, because A, we can, and B, there are a lot of things that we can put on there. So we can put templates on there, we can add buttons to it, we can add all sorts of different projects that just kind of, we're kind of, I would say, mixed media soft craft is probably, because you were looking for a box to put us in, and I would probably say that's it, because I do like to mix up the techniques and put them together. Are you having fun over there?
Oh yeah, I'm just posing. Now, Flappy Turtle, does he have a name?
Just Flappy.
Flappy.
Yeah.
Flappy. It's a good Saturday name, isn't it, Flappy?
Yeah.
Flappy.
And there's another version of that actually that Patty's done, because she's done it slightly different. She's hand stitched it. I machine stitched that one and the decoration on his shell. But if you have a look further down the counter, you might have to stretch.
And does Flappy have a purpose?
No, it's just a turtle.
Just a turtle.
The silly thing is, I needed a picture of him to put on
here's
again.
Here's the other one. Here's Patty's. Oh, now
on the front
look.
of the panel, and I took him, ran across the road, and because the tide was out, put him on a few rocks and took a picture of him on the beach.
Oh, how cool is that? Beautiful. So there's Patty's turtle.
I was getting some funny looks, I'm not going to lie.
What else can I show you? Let me see. Oh, now we've got the game, haven't we? We've got the game included with this as well, so we need to get a little shot of that, which is
I beat
brilliant.
Yanis last night, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we played. And I beat him.
At a game, we should say,
yes.
just to quantify that, because you never know
there
with
was no
Hayley.
violence towards presenters, no.
Yeah. Right, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to hold one grumpy face and one...
Oh, now if you find some in there, they've actually got the stitching put in, because the eyebrows are effectively the buttonholes. And if you have a little look in there, there's some, there's a couple that have been stitched.
Cool.
They're very, very cute. Very, very cute.
They are lovely, and you can add their own little personalities to them as well. So if somebody grumpy, if that applies to someone like, you know,
apparently,
Dad, Granddad, or other half, or whatever, you can
apparently
customise,
one of them looks
can't
like
you?
Yanis's uncle. I've stitched black eyebrows in one of the angry ones.
Yeah,
and
no,
apparently...
that's the one I've got. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, that's one of the little projects. Now, of course, the skill involved in that one is actually making the little drawstring bag.
But you can still paint those. But they're only
Of
on
course you
MDF,
can, yeah.
so you can paint them, decorate them up. There's another set kicking around that I think, again, Patty's done, that has got them all painted up. So you've got loads and loads of different options for this.
Now, I can't remember how many out of the 12, Meg. Have you been keeping count that I've shown you? No, I haven't either. Hang on. Oh, needle, embroidoodle. Okay. That's what I need to show you next, Jimmy. Embroidoodle, another one of these.
You can see this now starting to kind of take shape.
What's the word again?
Portmanteau.
Portmanteau. How have I got to 23 and not known that, Hayley?
And the rest.
Yeah, but I didn't know at 23, and I still don't know now. Oh, what honestly.
There's a bit of VAT on that, is there, Derek?
A
bit of VAT on that, 23.
Yeah. And listen, that VAT rate's gone up and down over the years. What can I say? What can I say? This is really, really good. And this would be a good starter project if you've never sort of ventured towards embroidery, because I think a lot of people think embroidery, oh, I need to be incredibly patient, and it's a, you know,
No.
it's very, very fine
Hand
work.
embroidery is something that you can literally just drop in and out of, and that's how, you know, I use it if I do embroidery. I use it as something that I can just, you know, do a few little bits of stitches and then leave it and come back to it later, because it is one of those that you can just, you know, as I said, dip in and out of. You can just maybe finish a couple of little flowers on that panel one night and then leave it for a fortnight and come back to it and then do another couple.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be done all in one go.
Now, here's an interesting part of the one-day special as well. This is in issue number 2. Most of you are going for the bundle, which is issue number 1 and 2 together. Is this sewing pouch, which is really, really useful. And there's a number of different skills in this one, Hayley, as well. So inserting a zip, which usually most people would run a mile
We're
from.
going to do for the 1 o'clock.
Ah, fabulous.
That one. So we'll go through that one at 1 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, close enough.
12 o'clock. Because that's me and you again.
Is it?
Yeah, we get all 3 of my shows today
Oh,
are you.
Triple
Who's
Hayley.
the lucky one, eh?
You've been unlucky there.
I know. Yeah, you never know you're lucky in a raffle, do you? There you go. Right, 401394 is your item number there. Meg, can I just check stock-wise where we're up to?
Is that how you see this? Just a crafty raffle? Is that how you see coming
Crafty
to work?
raffle, yeah, and I'm the winner all the way, Hayley. All the way.
Oh, dear.
Right, where have we got to?
So much cheese.
Because you've got 5 minutes.
OK, I'll go as quick as I can.
Isn't it?
I'll go as quick as I can.
It's because you can talk a glass eye to sleep, that's why.
It's because we've been chatting. We do a lot of chatting, don't we?
Oh, sorry. I'm going to... Complete collection. Sorry, Meg. I
Sorry,
was so lost
did
in
you
this
forget to do your
conversation.
job there?
You know, because she doesn't let me get a word in edgeways, that you've got no chance. So Meg's just telling me the stock update: 85% of the stock of the complete bundle. So that is the one-day special issue number 2 with its 12 projects, and issue number 1 from April with another 12 projects. Actually, it's more than 12 projects in the one-day special, if truth be told, because there's a cheeky little extra hedgehog as well. Right, OK, so let's go back. Oh, she's got the iron out now.
Yes, I have. Oh, actually, there's a happy hour on this hour that I forgot to tell you about.
Is there?
Oh, yes. It's a bit late in the day.
Go on.
Because now you've only got 10 minutes. Oops. 10 minutes. So it's a 10-minute. It's a happy 10 minutes is what it is. Thanks,
okay.
Extra Hayley.
OK, tell me what that means then.
So, I think it's... Right, I know what it is. It's a 5-metre quilting cotton bundle. So this is the quilt. This is not 5 metres here.
Right.
But this is the cotton. It's exactly the same fabric that the actual panel's printed on. And it is perfect for using as linings and backings, or maybe if you're wanting to do fabric painting and things. It's brilliant for that, and it's at an absolutely amazing price. It's 150 centimetres wide and 5 metres long.
Right, so it should be £64.95, but for the next, well, strictly speaking, it's 3 minutes and 12 seconds, actually. £27.95. You'll find it, and lots of you have found it on the website anyway. So grab that now if you want it. 438256, which is really, really good at £27.95. Right. OK, we have 3 minutes left, and what we're heading to is this mug tidy here.
OK, so what I'll do is I will do these, as you can see there. I was just pressing those box pleats into those pockets, which I can